At 2:14 a.m. local time, the reports pinpoint the precise moment closer to 4:44 a.m. on June 3, 2025. A Russian Coast Guard patrol cutter sliced through the moonlit waters of the Kerch Strait, its sonar arrays emitting faint, rhythmic pings like a vigilant heartbeat scanning the depths for intruders. The Kerch Bridge, an imposing structure of steel, concrete, and geopolitical pride, loomed in the distance, linking mainland Russia to the annexed Crimean Peninsula. This 19-kilometer marvel, often dubbed Putin's Bridge, stood as a testament to Moscow's territorial ambitions, ferrying military convoys, fuel supplies, and ammunition across the strait. Beneath the waves, however, silence reigned until a subtle pulse registered on the sonar, a fleeting anomaly that vanished as quickly as it appeared. Before the operators could fully react, a thunderous crack ruptured the night. The surface shuddered, steel groaned in protest, and concrete fractured under immense pressure. The bridge, Russia's billion-dollar corridor to Crimea, had been struck not from the skies or with cruise missiles, but from the shadowy depths below. This wasn't the roar of jets or the scream of incoming artillery, it was the muffled boom of an underwater explosion, orchestrated by Ukraine's innovative unmanned underwater vehicles, UUVs. The central question reverberating through military circles and global media: how did Ukraine shatter the invincibility of Russia's most symbolic infrastructure without missiles, jets, or detectable warnings? The spoiler, as hinted in initial leaks and confirmed by Ukraine's security service SBU, involves a $10,000 to $15,000 UUV, likely an enhanced variant of the Sea Baby or the dedicated Marichka drone that delivered a payload of over 1,100 kilograms of explosives directly to the bridge's foundational supports. In the ensuing analysis, we'll dissect how AI-powered underwater drones bypass sonar nets and patrols, why the Kerch Bridge serves as Russia's psychological weak point, and the asymmetric tech doctrine revolutionizing modern naval warfare. This strike wasn't just a tactical hit, it represented a seismic shift in defense strategy, proving that in 2025, underwater warfare has transitioned from speculative fiction to Kiev's potent frontline tool. Did you know that a modestly priced drone like the Sea Baby can now achieve what once demanded a $1 million caliber cruise missile? Russia never heard it coming, or if they did, it was too late. What follows isn't a mere recounting of a bridge strike, it's a reprogramming of naval doctrine, decoding the stealth routes, AI-driven logic, and psychological underpinnings of Ukraine's UUV raid on Moscow's emblematic stronghold. Eschewing grainy satellite imagery or partisan spin, this exploration draws from verified reports, technical breakdowns, and expert insights to reveal precision warfare from beneath the surface. Subscribe to narratives like this for unfiltered defense tech storytelling. No clickbait, no recycled footage, just cinematic war science absent from mainstream cable news. This isn't a fleeting headline, it's a deep dive into physics, doctrine, and narrative clarity for those craving substance over sensationalism. To contextualize the event, let's revisit the scene, 2:14 a.m. in the Black Sea near Crimea's coast. The patrol cutter, part of Russia's layered maritime defenses, glided past the bridge, its sonar faintly echoing below. The structure itself, steel girders, concrete pylons, and unyielding pride, dominated the horizon. But underwater, a subtle disturbance emerged, a tiny sonar signature that flickered and faded. Before alarms could fully blare, a colossal explosion erupted from the depths, sending shockwaves upward. The surface roiled, steel twisted, and concrete splintered. The Kerch Bridge, Putin's vital artery to occupy Crimea, had been assaulted from below, disrupting a billion-dollar lifeline with a $10,000 drone. If a single low-cost UUV can breach defenses on a bridge Putin vowed would never fall, imagine the havoc a $1 million swarm could unleash. Could underwater drones redefine global naval power? As polls and comments flooded social media in the aftermath, the consensus leaned toward yes, underwater warfare is poised to go global, with viewers chiming in from diverse locales like the United States, Europe, and even Asia. The Kerch Bridge transcends mere infrastructure, it's iconography incarnate. Spanning 19 kilometers across the Kerch Strait, it connects Russia's Krasnodar Krai to Crimea, fusing Moscow's territorial claims with essential military logistics. More than a transport link, it's political theater, a project personally inaugurated by Vladimir Putin in 2018, amid parades of flags, motorcycles, and tanks. It ferries convoys laden with fuel, ammunition, and troops, bolstering Russia's hold on the peninsula annexed in 2014. This duality, practical utility and symbolic legitimacy, renders it both vulnerable and sacred. Striking it isn't merely difficult, it's perilous, laden with risks of escalation. Air defenses envelop the region like a fortress, S-400 systems with 400-kilometer ranges, Panzer S-1 interceptors for close-in threats, and perpetual drone surveillance via Orlan-10 UAVs and Ka-52 helicopters. Past assaults highlight these challenges. In October 2022, a truck bomb partially collapsed road spans, halting traffic for weeks and exposing vulnerabilities. July 2023 saw Ukrainian surface drones, early Sea-Baby models, damage both road and rail sections, claiming civilian lives and necessitating repairs. These prompted Russian reinforcements, additional concrete on pylons, floating barriers, boom nets against surface incursions, and advanced sonar for subsurface threats. By 2025, the strait averaged 5 to 15 meters deep near supports, with volatile 2 to 3 knot currents adding natural defenses. Underwater sabotage embodies a paradox of physics and detection. Water dampens noise, granting stealth, but scatters radio signals, nullifying GPS. Russian sonar active MGK-335 systems pinging for echoes and passive hydrophones listening for anomalies can detect diver-sized objects. Pylons, fortified post-2023 with anti-torpedo nets and blast-resistant layers, require exacting explosives. Timing demands evasion of patrols, blind navigation, and detonation at pylon bases to exploit hydrodynamic forces. Ukraine's response? Asymmetric guerrilla naval warfare, harnessing affordable tech against superior might. Introducing the Sea-Baby 2.0, a torpedo-like UUV evolved from surface variants, crafted by Ukrainian engineers with private AI enhancements. Unassuming in appearance, it's disruptive at core. It employs inertial navigation fused with seafloor waypoints, ditching GPS, cruising silently at 2 knots along the seabed. It features magnetic anomaly detectors, MAD, for metallic targets, hydrophone passive sonar to dodge pings, and an AI kernel for real-time rerouting. Priced under $15,000, it contrasts sharply with a Russian caliber missile's $1 million tag. The warhead, a 200-pound shaped charge for directional blasts against concrete, triggered by pressure or proximity. No pilot, no live comms, just pre-programmed autonomy. This isn't suicidal recklessness, it's an underwater scalpel. Yet, tools alone don't suffice, execution is key. How did a swarm of budget drones outflank Russia's million-dollar fortifications? The operation likely launched from a fishing trawler 8 nautical miles offshore, submerging stealthily. Hours elapsed en route, with passive sonar mapping steel echoes. Strong currents challenged, but AI tweaked paths. At the pylon, magnetic clamps secured the drone, which loitered for optimal timing, perhaps sinking with a convoy overhead. Sensors ignited the blast, fracturing supports without full collapse, halting rail traffic and mandating inspections. Psychological fallout was immense. No spans fell, no convoys plummeted, but damage shuttered lanes, displacing tons of concrete. Repair crews mobilized by noon, but the message resonated: Ukraine strikes anytime, anywhere, unheard. This demonstrated underwater warfare's democratization, once superpower exclusive, now wielded by nimble nations via asymmetry. Cheap tech trumps billion-dollar bulwarks, pressure eclipses raw destruction. The bridge endures, but its aura of invincibility lies shattered. Expanding on the June 3, 2025, strike, Ukraine's SBU claimed responsibility, detailing 1,100 kilograms of explosives detonated underwater, targeting road and rail. Video surfaced showing the blast's plume, confirming subsurface origin. Russian bloggers downplayed it as unsuccessful, speculating Sea-Baby involvement, but closures lasted hours. This marked the third major hit, following 2022's truck bomb and 2023's surface drones. Technically, the Marichka UUV 6 meters long, 1 meter diameter, 1,000 kilometer range fits the profile, carrying 200 kilograms payloads autonomously. Sea-Baby, primarily surface, 5.5 meters, 850 kilograms payload, 90 kilometers per hour speed, has subsurface adaptations, including mine-laying in 100-meter depths. AI enables evasion, rerouting via sensors, blending INS with mapped data. Historically, Ukraine's sea drones have crippled Russia's Black Sea fleet, damaging a third since 2022, forcing relocations. Innovations include rocket-armed variants and anti-helicopter guns. The strike caused $7 billion in cumulative damage, per SBU chief Vasil Malyuk. Strategically, it diverts resources, boosts morale, and pressures negotiations. X discussions highlighted escalation, with users noting symbolic blows. Globally, nations like Taiwan eye similar tactics. Russia's counters barriers, patrols evolved, reducing Ukrainian success from 85% to under 10% at times. Yet, asymmetry persists, drones cost pennies on the dollar. If $10,000 yields this, envision swarms. Warfare's future? Precision, silence, adaptability, not volume, but depth.